if I leave this person, I'm just gonna get into a situation exactly the same. And I would rather just stay with this person that I'm comfortable with and that I've dealt with for enough time than have to go back out, feel all that pain and heartache, and do the same thing all over again. No. Where I saw myself as like, this is all I deserve, you know, if I was being treated badly. So that. It's all about like being like, I am gonna do this. All right. Hello. Hi, everyone. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so hi guys. How are you doing today? I'm doing great. Okay, so today I wanted to do some makeup again because literally I haven't been going anywhere lately and I haven't been doing makeup. So I thought, since it's the new year, since we're trying to get like that positive energy going. Yes, Scout. Okay. She just stands in my doorway in the dark and stares at me. So anyway, I decided that I'm gonna do a manifest and makeup. And basically we're just gonna like chat, do our makeup, get ready, and talk about like manifestation and the power of manifestation, good things, and bringing positive energy and all that type of stuff, and things that block your manifestation, block your good vibes, block your good energy, and just about, you know, ways that I am implementing this and all this stuff. So anyway, okay, I'm rambling, but as you can see, the eyebrows are on, they're black, they're set. So I'm going to be using the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette. I'm so late on this, but I've been looking and looking and looking at it, and they had it in the store, so I got it. I'm going to be using the shade Twinkle right here. So basically, like, I just kind of talk about like the power of manifestation and basically just the power of positivity and everything like that. So I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, like, I kind of, like, I was a positive person, like, I'm a positive person situationally, like, does that make sense? Situationally? I don't know if that's a word. Like, I'm a positive person in the sense that, like, if there's a crazy situation going on, I can, like, handle myself really well in the situation and not freak out, or I'll be like, oh, it'll turn around, it'll be this, it'll be that. I can be pretty positive in like a situation, but when it comes to like my own life and everything like that, I find that like sometimes I can be really negative, and that's why I believe that has to do with sometimes why I feel stagnant or why I feel like things aren't getting any better, because I can just like live in that negative situation and just like add to it because I just keep saying negative, saying negative things and like thinking negative things. Basically, I noticed that I like just would like be very negative and just like settle and deal with the negative situation and just have a constant negative like attitude about the situation. And like I'm realizing like now at this point, because a lot of changes have been made recently for me, like, and a lot of things have happened, like I'm realizing that if you just like accept a negative situation and you just continue to be like, oh, that'll never happen, and no, that'll never this, and that'll never that, like it's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna be using this yellow shade right here in the Jaclyn Hill palette. My Jaclyn Hill palette is disgusting, but it's well loved. I'm like noticing that with having a negative attitude comes negative things. And so this is obviously sounds like super elementary and like a basic concept, and it is, but it's like a lot of people don't even realize they're doing it, and I don't even realize that I'm doing it. Like my mom is an avid of like person who's like, do not say never. Like that's one thing. Do not say the word never. And that's such a simple thing, but it can be so difficult because all the time we're like, oh, I'm never gonna do this. I'm never gonna be able to do that. I'm never gonna be able to do this. I'm not gonna do that. I can't do that. Don't say can't. Don't say never. Don't say I won't ever. Like, you know, open your mind to the possibilities of life. Like, I, you know, watch a lot of YouTube to keep myself occupied at work. And like, I've learned that like a lot of the times the people who end up doing it, they're in situations where they would have never saw themselves as that, but they just didn't give up and they just did something that they enjoyed. And so like that taught me a lot. And it really is like, just try and cut that word never out, which is like something that I've learned, because I sat in a super negative situation and I just like continued to like let it be negative. That's one big thing. And my mom is one of those people, she will be like, whenever whenever I say the word never, my mom is literally like, nah, don't say that, nah. Like, cut. And I'll be like, Mom, like, would you let me finish my sentence? Okay, I'm gonna be using this brown right here. She has a point. She has an obnoxious approach to it, but she has a point. So that's one thing that I realized is like, for example, with my ex, and I don't want to like get into that, but basically with my ex, it wasn't a healthy situation, our relationship at all. It was very, very toxic. And he let me down a lot. That was kind of the dynamic, was that he always let me down. I got accustomed to him letting me down, and I always kind of did everything. And he got accustomed to me doing everything. So if I one time couldn't do something that he wanted me to do, or, you know, abide by his expectations or rules or whatever, it was all hell was breaking loose. Just super negative in it. Like, I'd be like, oh, we'll never do that. Because I just kind of got used to being let down, or having the very low of the spectrum of the expectations from the relationship. And just being like, oh, we'll never. And let me tell you something. We didn't. Every time I would say, oh, we'll never, and he'll never do that, and he'll never do this, he didn't. Like, he never lived up to my expectations. And I could sit here and blame it on him, but my attitude in general over the situation could be an effect on that too. You know what I mean? Just to sit here and be like, oh, he'll never. Well, if I keep saying he'll never, and I don't think that he ever will, then for one, why am I with him? Or even if it's not in a relationship, why are you dealing with that situation? Or what do you need to do to change that situation? And so it was something that I like learned, that if you just have this negative attitude, it's gonna be that way. We carved our, what is it called? Carved our halo, and then we're got this brush right here. It's wet. And then I have the color tattoo, Pure Pigments from Maybelline. I don't even know if they still sell these, to be honest. But I just really like this yellow color, so it's like a nice, like, whoo, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Oh my God, it's so pretty. But like, even with my job, I just was so negative about my job. Like, oh, well, you know, to my friends, oh, well, you'll get this situation, but I won't get it. And I know that nothing will happen or nothing's going to change. Well, you know, there is a lot of corrupt things that happen in corporate companies, unfortunately. In regular like in any job, there's things that happen that aren't fair. But it's all about, you know, kind of your attitude. Are you going to let it affect your work? Are you going to let it make you worse? Or are you going to, you know, continue to push forward and figure out what you need to do to make yourself progress, to make yourself stand to be forward, you know? Or are you going to realize when that situation, like, enough is enough? Attitude, which is what blocked me and blinded me from seeing, like, if a situation was worth pursuing or not. Is this situation something that's poisoning my energy? You can poison your own energy, but then it's like, then you can also surround yourself with people who poison your energy. And my friend kind of said this to me, and it really just like opens my eyes, because she was like, you might be trying to be as positive as you can be, but you might have somebody around you poisoning your energy. And I was like, wow. When she said that, that made so much sense to me. Like, I felt like last year in 2018, like I felt like I was really trying to push forward. I was really trying to like get it together, and all these like unfortunate things were happening to me that I had no control over, and I had no explanation or no reason as to why they continued to happen to me. When she said that, it made so much sense to me. I had never even thought about, and it was the simplest concept, but yet I never even sat here and I never even thought about it in that sense. So that like made me just think. You have to sit back sometime and you have to think, who are there people in my life or things in my life that are stopping me from being the best that I can? Okay, I have my liner on. Now I'm going to take my NYX liquid crystal liner. Yeah, so like I was saying, like sometimes there are people around you who can poison your energy, and you not even realize that that's happening. And I think that's just a natural thing. As you get older, you start to not have as many friends as you used to have, or your friend group starts to change, or you're not as close to certain people. But there's nothing really wrong with that. That's just growing up and like your differences changing in, you know, with people. But ultimately, like I think that's just a part of growing up, and I think that's just a part of life ultimately. But yeah, I just was like dealing with people who made me feel like complete and total crap about myself. And I think we all have. And obviously like feeling good about yourself comes from within you. But it's like, if you can't support my dreams or support my hustle or support whatever I want to do in my life, just like I support what you do in your life, it's like, what is that's not a friendship, because that's what friendship is, you know what I mean? Or it's not a relationship or whatever. Like, you also kind of have to be open to the idea that not every comment that doesn't agree with what you agree with is necessarily a bad thing. And people aren't necessarily saying things to like not support you. They're just trying to give you, you know, good advice. And sometimes you can listen to that advice, or sometimes you don't. But I just feel like sometimes you have to listen to a situation and like just read the situation and realize like if something's not good for you, it's not good for you. Ow! Oh my God. Just scrape the crap out of my face. But well, this will never happen to me, and I'll never have a guy do that for me. And I'm not saying your life is obviously about like a guy doing nice things for you. No. Or I'll never be able to move here. I'll never be able to do this. No. Get out of your head. Like, that is my biggest thing that I learned, was like, get out of your head. Because a lot of times it's this right here. This is what is stopping you from doing the things that you want to do. It's Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless, and then it is NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and then it is Sephora Ultralight Radiant Luminizing Drops, and then we're going to use a sponge. Okay. But anyway, a lot of times it was me stopping myself from thinking that I could do something. And like, that is the one thing, like, I will say that I did kind of learn from like a past person that I was dealing with, that like I am the one, like my head is the thing stopping me from doing the things that I can. You don't want to be like, oh, I wish I could do this. Why can't you do that? You know, maybe not right away you can do it, but there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do something that you want to do. So it's like, get out of your head. Leave this world as equals, because we all enter and we all leave the same way. you know? So it's like, don't think that like you are less deserving than anybody else of anything. And I always would like think that of myself, like, oh, a lot of like for me, a lot of things came from like not having the confidence in myself to think that I deserve these things. And I kind of realized like these people who are very confident, who are just like going for it, I mean, obviously you can't trust what you see on social media because it is a lot of times fake or fabricated to look better than what it really is. The people who are confident in themselves and go for it, those are the ones who get to where they want to go, who don't sit there and think about what other people are going to think about them, or, you know, if this is what this person wants me to do or that person wants me to do. And I realized like that was something that affects like so many of us, is it's like we're trying to please other people, but we have to please ourselves. I'm using C12 in Revolution Cosmetics, and then I'm using Born This Way in the shade Chestnut. I'm literally the shade Chestnut, like in everything. At the end of the day, none of those people's opinions have any effect on you and your life and where you can take your life. So that's just one of those things that I had to like go forward and I had to do. People talk, okay, whatever, who cares, you know? Do you, like, just be positive and do you. But we got the lashes on. We did a little bit of contouring just with powder. And these are just some Ardell lashes. I think they're the Studio Effects Wispies, but anyway, okay. Go ahead into that same brown just with like this little brush, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go under. So basically for me, one of my biggest things was, for some reason, and this is because I've dealt with different things like, you know, in our lives, in my life, I didn't see myself of like deserving of things that other people got, or not even other people got, deserving of the things that I wanted. Like, in those situations where I saw myself as like, this is all I deserve, you know, if I was being treated badly. So that's why for a long time, in a lot of different situations, not just one specific person, I allowed myself to be treated really badly because like all that I thought that I deserved. And this isn't a feeling that's going to go away overnight if you do feel this way. And this is a feeling that like maybe you need to like talk to a therapist about, which is something I'm definitely like looking into. But it's like, I just felt like, oh, well, you know, I'm getting treated this way at work, or this is happening to me, or this, well, like, you know, I'm not finding the job that I want. This is whatever, and this is just me. This is what I'm going to just have to deal with. No, stop. And I was always selling myself short. Like, do not sell yourself short. Don't do it. It is, but I just had this mentality where I was like, well, if I leave this person, and this is just an example, it doesn't have to all do with like an ex. If I leave this person, I'm just going to get into a situation exactly the same. And I would rather just stay with this person that I'm comfortable with and that I've dealt with for enough time than have to go back out, feel all that pain and heartache, and do the same thing all over again. No, that is the worst way that you could possibly think about yourself. And that was why I kept just having these repetitive situations that were just letting me down. Hold on, I'll show you. Just using these drops again. We cling to situations that make us like down on ourselves, or we cling to, you know, we cling to people because we don't feel like we're gonna stand on our own 2 feet. Don't sit and tell yourself this is it. It's never it. You can always work to do better until you leave this earth. I don't care if I'm 95. That It's all about like being like, I am gonna do this. I am gonna be here. I am gonna do, and not letting your own fears stop you is another big thing. Like that I was saying earlier too, is like, if you want to manifest the energy, you go for it, you be positive for it, and you don't give up on it. You want to start something, you start it. Don't talk about starting it. Start it, do it. Don't say, oh, well, I'll start this when. No, that is your biggest mistake. For me, like, even with my channel, no, it's not over here, girl. I don't have like 1 million subscribers in a day. I barely have any. But I enjoy this so much, and I'm so positive about it because I'm happy, because it's something that I've wanted to do for years. But having this, oh, I'll never be able, and I can't edit, and I can't do this, and no, and like literally editing is so hard for me, but I'm so proud of myself when I learn to do the stupidest little thing. I'm like, oh my God, yes. But also it's like, celebrate yourself. Be your biggest cheerleader. Don't be your biggest downer, because sometimes we don't believe in ourselves. Other people can believe in you, but you have to believe in you and everything like that. And that's something like I'm learning this year, and towards the end of the last year. You have to be your number one fan. Like, I'm a ball of gold, and I'm loving it. Yeah, my makeup is done now. This is a different look for me, but I like it. It's fun. It's something cool. Here's the look. What do they do? Like, I need to win. Like, but anyway, what's it called? My clock is running out on my time is running out on my memory card. Basically, like I was saying, is like, don't beat yourself up. Know that, like, if you're positive about what you want or about what you're doing, then be positive. And so I was saying, basically, like, on my phone, I have little reminders. Like, I am my biggest cheerleader. I have little reminders like, you got this, you can do this. Just on random days, they'll pop up. And most of the time, it's on the day when you need a little extra push. So that's a positive practice that I put in regarding manifestation and all that. And it's just like, I'm cheering myself on, I'm believing in myself, and I'm giving myself that extra push, because it comes from you. When doors close, you will open another one, because you believe in yourself, and you know, like, this is what I'm meant to do, and this is something that I can do. No matter how many obstacles get in your way, you know, like, you can do it. Be nice. Be nice. If you go around putting out this really mean, negative, downer energy towards yourself, but also towards other people, that is, you are poisoning your energy, and that is the energy that you're putting out. So just keep that in mind. Just, even if you're like, ooh, you want to say something mean, just don't. Like, just don't. Don't be on the internet cyberbullying people. Just don't, because what does that do? It's just mean to somebody else and could really affect them in ways that you don't know. But also it's affecting you, because you're putting this negativity into your world, into your energy. So yeah, that's kind of just something that I've learned and things that I've been working on. And I hope this was helpful for you guys. As it was for me, basically. And these are a lot of things that I've learned. And if you guys want to have an open discussion about this, like down below in the comments, please feel free. And just like little things that you've done to change the way that you manifest energy. I really enjoy doing this, just sitting and talking to you guys. I like sitting and doing my makeup and talking. It feels like I'm with my friends. If you guys like these videos, my name is Courtney Lake. Feel free to subscribe. I will be here every Wednesday and Sunday doing different style videos, meditation videos, lifestyle, health, beauty, some really fun ones coming up, just some funny ones. So yeah, thank you guys. Have a great day. Have a great year. You got this. You can do it. And remember, put positivity into the universe, and positivity will come back. Bye.